Namibia faces its worst drought in 35 years, which has since led to poor crop harvest, food insecurity, and livestock deaths over the last few years. About 300,000 people were affected by the drought, and 4,000 animals have died. Addressing a media conference, Imata urged farmers to offer drought-resistant crops, destock and cull livestock to guard against overgrazing, and by so doing enhance resilience against drought.
The first half of the rainy season, we had very poor rainfall. And that being the case, there are likely to be poor prospects in terms of crop production. But the same also, in terms of grazing. So Cabinet, in anticipation, because drought is here, with us. There's no question about that. So Cabinet directed, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Forestry, in collaboration with regional councils, to monitor the situations and respond accordingly in all the areas affected by poor agricultural production. So we need to activate our system, agriculture, the office of the Prime Minister, because we don't want any single life to be lost because of drought.
Despite efforts to contain the impact, which includes drought relief food and animal fodder at a cost of $600 million, many households and farmers face yet another dry spell. According to new information by the Namibia Meteorological Service, rainfall remains predominantly scarce countrywide, with the exemption of only a few areas.
So we need to start with identifying all categories of food insecure communities, so that we can then set the process in motion of procuring and then providing this food to all those who would have been identified as vulnerable groups. All boreholes that are not functional, they need to be repaired so that people can continue to have access to water. And where there are no boreholes, we need to mobilize the necessary resources in terms of water tankers so that communities can be provided with water.
In August 2016, Namibia hosted the Africa Drought Conference, at which 600 experts agreed on modalities to mitigate drought on the basis of strategic frameworks to enhance resilience against the imminent El Niño phenomenon. Kaipa Herekanji, NBC News, Windhoek.